Hello.
Hello, 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 hello,
Uh,
hello, hello.
Hello, hello. Oh, did you get the picture of Emma?
Yes, I did. Very cute,
Okay, good, good.
very cute.
Yes, she is. She's quite the outdoor girl. Funny part is we were camping and she
All
was
right.
crying the entire time, crying about food. You know, every time you eat, she just she has this
Huh.
thing. Food is her drug.
But I
Um,
mean, she wanted food more because she was out camping,
I think
think, or
because she
what?
walks more, she does more there, more
Oh, okay.
exercise. I think she
All right.
probably does feel hungrier, you know.
Huh.
But the only time during the entire trip that she was quiet and calm was on that board. My
Huh.
husband was at the front, then Emma was
Right,
in the
right. You
middle, and I was
said,
in the
yeah,
back.
yeah. Well, you could always get her a pet's dose of Thorazine or something.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I try and give her as little as I have to give her,
Yeah,
but
I,
yeah, it was a lot of fun.
yeah.
Mhm. My
You and
husband
your
caught
husband.
4 fish.
Oh, what
Yes,
kind of fish? Do we know? Bass or trout
trout.
or?
Rainbow trout.
All right. Well, how do you and your husband have kids?
We do. We have 2 kids. Um, one is about 30, gonna be 39 November,
Okay.
and our youngest is 32.
And boys, girls,
The eldest is a male, and my youngest is a female. Yeah.
what do they do in life? Or they're not helping mom with the homelessness thing.
No, no, my daughter has her own business. She does waxing, like full body waxing.
Oh, okay.
And then my son works for the state.
I'll be darned. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Took
Yeah,
after you
so
a little bit in that regard, sort of.
huh?
He sort of turned out like you because you used to work for the bureaucracy
True. In that
at
way,
the
yes.
city.
In other ways, no. But yeah,
Oh,
it's let's see what else is going on. Oh, how about the contact info?
oh yeah, give us some of that.
All right, I am Lourdes Salinas, y'all, of Alternative Housing Alliance. Please reach out to us at area code 530-488-9768. I'm going to repeat that. 530-488-9768.
All
And you
right.
can also check out our website if you would like to find out more about what we are about. And
Right.
please check out www.alt housing for the number 4 all.org. Alt
Very nice.
housing for all.org. And we
Very
look forward to
beautiful.
speaking to you. If you want to know why I want you to call, let's talk housing. If you're a person who wants to see changes in the current system that helps house people who are
Yes.
vulnerable, or
Very
maybe you
nice.
have land and you may not have cash, but what if you have land and you are willing to donate it or
Yeah.
even sell it? Do a seller finance with
Right.
us to
Right.
avoid the banks.
Now,
And
could someone lease the land to you? Would that also be
yes, yes,
acceptable?
yes. Also looking at a long-term lease.
Oh,
Yes, yes, absolutely. And so the reason churches are important in this whole mission is because a lot of churches have a lot of surplus land.
oh,
That's
they do. Okay.
yeah, and it's largely unused land.
Well,
And
darn, I
there's a
didn't know
rule
that.
here called the Yigby rule. Yes, in God's backyard. And so
Huh.
that there's an ordinance that says that if you have a church and you have surplus land, we are able to develop affordable housing on it, and then rent it out if we so desired. And so there is one group here in Sacramento that has created a unit on a church property. And I've got to look her up again because I spoke to her at an event, but I go to so many events, Mark,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
really hard to figure out where
Huh.
I might have met someone,
Yeah.
or
Now,
when.
is that is that rule or ordinance or whatever it is about how housing on church property, is that a statewide thing or what? Or is it
I believe
Sacramento
it's federal.
federal? Okay.
I believe it's a
So
federal
what
rule.
advantage,
And
let's go
so
over it again. What advantages do churches get, or are they by law? It's
let's
suggested
see.
in the
Well,
law that they do this, or how would you word
I
it?
would say that churches have have the go ahead to begin the thought process and the development of housing, whether it could be one unit or two units. This is something that I plan to talk to Sacramento area congregations together, SAC Act, and present to them, and hopefully they can find people within their congregations who want to help, whether it's with money, with land, with being on the board, or maybe they have experience building as a nonprofit. And so all of those details of the people within those congregations might help, and the fact that they have land themselves, 40 of them.
Now, do you think churches see this as something that will help the church budget? Because they do have to build the structures, and that's pretty expensive.
It is very expensive, but there are
So,
many pluses to the churches. So let's say I have a church, for example, and I have a couple of acres of surplus
right,
land.
okay. Which is near the church, or it's somewhere else, or it doesn't matter.
That part I think it has to be connected to the church. For
It
example,
has
I
to
have the
be
church
land
on this
that's near
property
the
and I have
that's
surplus property
connected to the
around it.
church property.
Yes.
Okay.
And so then in theory, the utilities are already on site. So to pull those utilities
Right,
from the existing church to
right,
here
right.
is much less of a cost.
Hmm.
All the pre-site work, prep work is, and the permitting would be the only things that would be sort of the the hangups in the
Yeah,
process.
yeah, yeah.
But someone did it within a 9 month period. That means they got permitted. They got the planning and design committee to back up their build, and they did it. So I actually need to reconnect with them so that
Yeah.
I can find out how they bridged those challenges with the permitting
Well,
and
I
building
think I
department.
think being a church probably helps, but
Yes. But you were asking about the feasibility of it. After it's built, Mark Isaac, let's say we build it out of a shipping container. You can rent to this one person,
yeah, yeah.
and so then theoretically you can get the rents from that property and help bolster the church's income
Well, now
revenue.
remind us again how much a storage facility furnished and everything is, or what?
It depends on where we get it manufactured. The current manufacturer wants to build them for about 60 grand for a one bedroom, one bath.
Huh.
And it's their prices have gone up exponentially. That's why we will go through them for a couple of units, but after that I want to develop a crew of two or three people to
They can
develop our
do it.
units for ourselves. I believe we can retrofit them for about 20 grand.
Huh. So currently 60. And
Yeah,
what kind of rent are you going to be charging these people?
it would be
200
on a
to
percent. let's
700?
say let's say they have $1,000 income of Social Security, SSI.
Right. Okay.
I would put someone with $1,000 income in a 20% program so that they pay 20% of their income toward rent, and the rest, is
Yeah.
subsidized by the Public
Living.
Housing
Yeah.
Authority.
All right. Well, no. Okay. I'm trying to figure out. That doesn't help me with it. Well, I don't know. I want to find out what percentage of churches have already done that. I'd like to talk to some of those churches and say, what's your experience? Do you feel like
Yes.
this helped the church budget or hurt the church budget or what? So that
That's
would
a worthy
be,
conversation to have. And so I'm going to try and look up this lady that I ran
yeah,
into at an event so that I can interview her and find out
yeah.
those answers, because yes, it's absolutely important to find out how people have done it because we don't need to reinvent the wheel.
Well,
And
and if the churches, if 50 churches have done it in California and 49 of them think it was a bad idea, and it's not such a good idea. But
right,
if they say, well, yeah, we had to invest that big chunk, but now we have a property that's worth more because it has a living space on it, and we're getting some rent, which will help us
right.
a little bit.
Yeah,
Being $200 into 60,000 is quite a long distance, but
right.
the
But you're
fact
getting
that
a subsidy. So let's say the person in there has that $1,000 of rent and you're getting a subsidy. You get their 200, but you get 1,600 from the Public Housing Authority.
1,600 more,
Yes.
all right, well, that helps.
That brings
Okay,
you up to
and
a
then,
regional market rate unit every month when you have had to pay 70% less for the building and the land. Not the land, but the building.
well,
And
and once that building is on their property, that will increase the value of their property too.
correct. There's that as
Which,
well. Appreciation.
yeah,
Yes.
all right, well, good. Well, that's good. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
better. All right,
yeah, yeah. And it's some
all right.
people don't like the idea of the whole subsidy,
No, I don't doubt it. There's people
but
out there that don't like anything.
correct. But here's what I have to say to that group.
Ha ha.
We have no stats. We have corporate billionaire welfare recipients right now. We
What does
have
that mean? What does that sentence mean?
that means that the richest corporations get the biggest tax breaks.
Yeah,
They get all these
subsidies,
perks, right?
a
I pay more
lot, a
in
lot of
taxes
subsidies too. Yeah.
theoretically than they do. And so there are in so many ways they are the recipients of welfare programs for the
Yeah.
rich, where
Right.
we are wanting to lift the poor up to a higher
Right.
standard with this
Right.
model. And my question would be to them, what's wrong with doing this? Because you are already receiving grants for this or
Yeah.
the other, for
Yeah.
damages to this, that, and the other. They're always receiving some sort of government subsidy for
Yeah.
their it's not even a need, it's for their greed.
Do you
So
think
us trying to do this is a good thing.
do you think homelessness is increasing or decreasing?
I think the amount of people who don't trust the system are increasing. And
Okay.
I think a lot of those people happen to be extremely low income.
All right.
And so I think they're ending up unhoused. And they're also our age group, 50 and up. One in five of the people that are becoming homeless are 50 and
Our
up.
age group 50 and up, really? You know how old
It's
I
in that
am?
age group of the
I'm
50 and up.
141. I'll be 142 this year. So yeah.
Well, that's okay. But we're on
Our
what I'm
age
saying
group.
is we're on this side of the
I couldn't
that.
even date you. You're too young for me. Besides that, your husband wouldn't be real happy with it either.
Well, I'm not looking to date around, but what I am looking to do is develop housing, my friend. All roads
Yes,
must lead to housing.
yes. By the way, I do see other housing related things on the internet.
Hmm.
I don't know what to make of seeing them. Some of them are different, some of them are not.
Yeah,
Some people are doing the tiny villages, and
right, right,
some people are doing the cube thing, where you just
right.
have
The pop-up
somebody,
houses.
or they just have a big thing that looks like a crematorium and you lay in this tube
Right.
at night,
I've
especially in
seen those in
Japan.
Asia.
In
I've
Japan,
read
yeah.
something about those
Yeah.
like a cubby.
Yeah,
So
and you've
yeah,
got
like
like
kind of
a
like a
light and a
mausoleum,
yeah, yeah,
little box that opens and
yeah.
closes. Yeah, and it has chargers and different
All
things like
right.
that. And I think
Yeah.
those are good ideas of
Maybe not
dealing with.
workable for Americans. I don't know. Americans are so individualistic. I don't know if they would do that.
I think that I don't know that it's so much that we're individualistic as much as that we are socialized to accept what we are given as word, and we don't bother to look elsewhere, because what people always say, the politicians, is, oh, that would never work in America. Well, and it wouldn't, because there's too much greed in the
Yeah,
capitalistic
yeah,
top layer.
yeah, yeah,
We're
yeah.
all in a capitalist society here, but I mean, the top layer can surely let go of a little and not hurt.
Don't call me Shirley.
Surely.
There's a movie that line.
Yes, yes.
Well, my dear, I'm going to let you go.
Yes, sounds good, my brother.
Take care of yourself. I'll see you next Tuesday.
Yes, sir, you sure will.
All right, youngin. Talk to you later.
Okay, talk to you
Many
soon. Have a wonderful
blessings.
rest of your week. God bless,
You
brother.
too. God bless you.
All right, bye bye.
All right. Take care.